Hello everyone. Today I'm going to be talking about something that I've been looking into a bit. Today I'm going to be talking about Lucifer's possible connection to the Aghori. Now, before we speak about any of that, I want to give you a brief rundown on what the Aghori are. The Aghori are a sect of Hinduism who worship the fierce manifestation of Lord Shiva in the form of Kal Bhairav. I don't know if I pronounced that right, but I hope I did. They are known to meditate on corpse, eat rotting flesh, drink alcohol, and do such profane acts and other things, but have actually never killed anyone. So I just want to make that clear, even though they eat rotting corpses and do various things, they've actually never killed anyone, even though they're supposedly feared by others around. The purpose of embracing filth, pollution, death, and overall general darkness and degradation through various customs is the realization of non-duality through transcending social taboos, attaining what is essentially an altered state of consciousness and perceiving the illusory nature of conventional things. So that's just a brief rundown of the Aghori, and already we can see they're utilizing a lot of darker aspects of magic and philosophy that is somewhat in essence the same to a lot of left-hand path practices, especially those involved with demonolatry, such and so forth. Now, how is Lucifer connected to the Aghori? Well, I believe Lucifer is connected to the Aghori through a popular gnosis that is, well, I don't know if I'd call it popular, I don't know if that's the right word, but it's a gnosis that's shared and known well throughout the occult community, that Lucifer and Shiva are either the same or the being behind who was given the title Lucifer, because Lucifer was originally a Latin word translating light bearer as a title given to him. Now, it's believed that, well, I believe that the force behind that title is the same force or being behind the deific mask of Shiva, the god Shiva. That's just my personal gnosis. And, well, not really my gnosis that I made, but it's a shared gnosis throughout the community, and a gnosis that I agree and resonate with. Now, when we get into this, this only further confirms and validates that gnosis. Now, as you can already see, the Aghori are extremely adversarial or rebellious in nature to the normal Hinduism, which is all about purity, cleanliness, etc. It's very well known that traditional and mainstream Hinduism is all about cleanliness, purity, keeping yourself clean, both physically and spiritually. But the Aghori are different. They embrace filth. They embrace disgusting things. Well, not disgusting things, that's a bit far to say, but they embrace what a lot of people consider disgusting, especially, compared to the mainstream Hinduism. Now, that only shows that they're adversarial in nature, but it sort of just screams, adversarial. When you really start thinking about it, it sounds very familiar to what we practice in the left-hand path compared to extreme love, light, spirituality. We embrace something that they look down upon in disgust to achieve enlightenment that they cannot through their love, light, spirituality. Which you'll find when working with Lucifer, that it's not all about light. He's a very big part of darkness. You have to go through a lot of darkness to receive the light, because even though he is the light bearer, what comes from that light, what light has to come from, is darkness. So it's very familiar sounding to me. They ascend or destroy things like fear, anger, obsession through darker means, etc. They destroy or transcend shame through nudity, being completely naked throughout various rituals. So that's manifesting some sort of enlightenment through darker means. Now, what does that sound like? The traditional or old saying from Lucifer, from darkness comes light. It's all starting to really sort of look familiar. The acts of filth or disgustness is to find purity through it, and is quite adversarial to the norm. It's really a swap on perception from traditional Hinduism, which you'll find Lucifer is all about perception. Now here's one of the many quotes I've found, but I'm just going to go through this single quote. The quote is, "And Aghori goes so deep into darkness, and to all things undreamable to ordinary mortals, that he comes out into light." Now this quote was by Dr. Robert Svodboda. I don't know if I said that right, but when you read the quote, when you really look at it, they're going through darkness, a very big darkness, to receive or to come out into the light. Now, if you've looked into Lucifer or you've ever worked with him, you know that is a very big part of what he's all about. You know, from darkness comes light, the light bearer, etc. It's all rather synchronistic in essence, in the spirituality of the Aghori. So that's just a few factors to why I personally think the Aghori is, or Lucifer is connected to the Aghori, especially through Shiva. Now, how I came across this is I was watching an interview with the Aghori. I can't remember where this interview was from, but in the interview, they got the guy who was doing the interview to partake in a ritual, and he bailed and literally ran away from them. It was quite funny actually, because he couldn't handle what they were doing in the ritual. It got a bit too much for him. But anyways, during the ritual, I kept hearing them say Shiva, Shiva, and it started making my mind click about what I already know about Lucifer and Shiva's connection. So as I looked more into this, I found all these other factors and synchronicities that seem to prove a very big connection through it, and only further confirms the shared gnosis that Lucifer is, or the being that is Lucifer, is also the same as the being behind the mask of Shiva. Now, not only did I research this, I also asked Lucifer myself in ritual, and received, through 2 separate styles of divination, the same answer, yes. Now, the fact that I have his say already proves enough, but what I've looked into already says to me at least, that there is a definite connection there. But but I want to make something clear. The hard part with what any spiritual person does is that there is no answer. There is no 100% definite gnosis. So you can choose to take this on as part of your gnosis. That's fine, that's up to you. Or you cannot choose to take this on as part of your gnosis. I'm not here to choose or tell you what is or isn't. That is up to you to decide. I'm only here to spread the information about Lucifer, to share and put into light this information. That's what I'm here to do. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed watching this, and I hope you learnt something new. Feel free to come back and check out the channel. I'm going to be a bit more active since I've got more free time on my hands. But thank you for watching, and have a good day.